they're not empty. So, we have the equivalent in the summer. And so, if you can get more, get more. And if you have a reason for that money, then do it. And so if you have the need to acquire more property for parking, which you do, you can then obviously make it so that the people in Forest aren't paying for it, because you're gonna have a parking revenue for it. I mean, you are the politicians, but you.
Yeah, I just, having attended that, then I just want to say the chamber did a great job. And you know that we are in discussions with MTO on the congestion and on the crosswalk at Marywood and some other things.
Visit you talk and they say, no,
they've just gone through a very tough election, so I'm sure they're tired. But anyway, you did a great job on this. Thank you. And it is, everything in here is going to be addressed, and we'll look at it. Thank you.
Great report. Agree, Councilor Bonesteel, it was a good process, and commend you folks for what you did. There's some kind of short, medium, long-term things here, Glenn, and the conversations with MTO will continue. I mean, the next opportunity is at Roma. For those of this council who will be going, we'll need to be sitting down with staff and taking the usual paper and going in as a delegation and doing the lobbying. So, I mean, we're going to have to look at this, because not everything will be able to be done at once, and step at a time. With staff, I will say one thing though. This congestion is a double-edged sword for these 23 days, because we do know that those parking lots being full and those beaches being packed to the gills is also a good thing. It's tough for the locals, it's tough for us who live here to get there. But it is a double-edged sword.
there is good congestion and there's bad congestion. Okay. And the difference is if there's movement. So if you are stuck in front of Beth's and you want to go to the liquor store and it takes you 40 minutes to do so, that's not necessarily good congestion. Having a very busy roadway, is great.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing your report, a positive report with some way to move.
I'm sorry, I did have one question for Councilor. When you talk about the dialogue with MTO, is there a dialogue? I mean, I hear you asking questions. Is there a dialogue? Do they say we can't do it?
Mayor can answer. I mean, we've got a lot of money that way in Lambton Shores, millions.
I believe the more humorous phrase I heard was from the clerk. The road got paved in year 10 of a 5-year plan.
There's
I guess I'm
dialogue.
not talking MTO necessarily.
There's dialogue. It's just not. It's moving at a government pace and a provincial pace.
But you got to do it.
There is no other option for that section.
Well, I think we have to be reasonable too. We lost our director of community services right after the deal was made with MTO, and so we're trying to hire. So that was definitely a setback. Had that not happened, I'm sure we would have been further down the road.
The road did have the South Bend traffic lights.
Thank you for your delegation. We have a motion to refer this for staff prioritizing and bring back a report dealing with budget. Councilor McGuire, second by Deputy Mayor Day. All in favor of that? Carried. Thank you. Correspondence from Lambton Shores Community Association. A letter here to the mayor and council. Councilor Russell.
Make a motion to send the correspondence to
Second by Councilor Scott. Discussion, Councilor Monster.
Yeah, just to comment on this, I was a little surprised when this came through, because Councilor McGuire and I have been in touch with Mrs. Kronk, Sandra Kronk, who is the chair of their subcommittee on this issue, of this organization. So I had a chat with her this weekend, and I pointed out to her that perhaps they need to communicate more within their own organization what's going on, because this is redundant. Okay.
All in favor? Question? Deputy Mayor Day.
Yes, could I just ask for clarification too? I understand that you spoke with her about the issue of having public input, and that it will come, that you will have public input
the timelines right now, we have the clerk's report scheduled for December the 19th on what we think we need to look at in the bylaw, and then there'll be a public meeting on January the 14th. I think that has to be confirmed at the Legion before we ever start putting wordsmithing a bylaw. So, very happy with that.
Okay. All in favor of that? Carried. Thank you. 5.2, this is correspondence from Mitch Temple. Todd Smith, MVP, Prince Edward Hastings, wind turbine issue, and this is the Deputy Mayor Dag has declared a conflict on this. Councilor Russell? Received the file, second by Councilor Ullman. Questions on that? All in favor of that? That's carried. Thank you. We have the minutes of the short-term rental meeting of October the 12th. Councilor Underwood?
Yeah.
Move the
Receive file.
minute. Second by Councilor Scott. Questions or comments? All in favor of that? Carried. Treasurer's report 51 Grand Bend parking revenues for information. Councilor McGuire, motion to receive and file. Second by Councilor Bowman. Questions? All in favor? Carried. Thank you. We got the draft year-to-date financial statements for the period ending October 31st. Councilor Bowman?
I had a question, but I guess you're looking for a motion for this.
With the
So receive.
recommendation to
So,
be accepted.
yeah, so receive.
Okay. Second by Councilor Scott. Question then?
Okay, the question is just for the clerk and the building inspector, are you gonna do this as part of our budget review? And bring the building inspector to one of those meetings?
Deputy Mayor Dag?
Yes, through you to Janet. Janet, just wondering about the information technology, and I noticed that it's budgeted for 15,000, that's in the very first page under general. It's budgeted for 15,000, but we've spent 23, almost $24,000. Just, it's on the first page. Just wondering what, whether this should come back to council before we expended $9,000 more, or maybe just a little more explanation about that and why we proceeded with the extra.
That was the report that we had to do. You, John, reported on that before.
So we didn't report on that?
I believe so, yes.
Because I don't remember anything about that, to be honest. If you don't mind sending that out again, John, that'd be excellent. Thank you so much. Good. Thank you.
Councilor Ullman?
And I'm sorry, I should have asked this question at the same time as I asked the other one. I had them both ready.
Okay.
Uh,
You're the mover to get us something.
Oh, okay. And no, it was just around the Optimus Park and the Lions Park, because I know that the community groups were coming to the table with quite a few dollars too, so I just wanted, if Janet could just review that. For the park upgrades, just the partnership there and how much the community groups were coming back with.
It was split 4,050, because we consolidated the other partners out in this foundation and the works.
I didn't go down to look, so, okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other questions on capital and operating six? See none, all in favor? Carried. 6.5, the clerk's report on upcoming conferences. There's the Good Roads, OSUM, and AMO conference. Councilor Cook,
Just received the file.
seconded by Deputy Mayor Dag. Any questions for that? Just, registration's in